My name is Nathan Grivers. I'm a senior. I'm 21 years old. I'm majoring in business administration with a concentration in marketing. I'm also minoring in communications, and currently I have no role in the fraternity.
So my name is Michael Malazzi. I'm 21 years old. I'm a business administration major and I have a concentration in marketing. And I do not have a role in the fraternity right now. But yeah, like as Frankie said before, I've been through the process for 4 years and I was a former social chair, so.
I'm Frankie. I'm a communications major with a concentration in PR and advertising. And my role in the fraternity currently, I actually don't have one, but I am a senior, so I've been involved with the fraternity for a couple of years now, so it's kind of just like guiding the younger kids in the right direction.
So my name is Owen. I'm 23. I'm an athletic training major. My current role in the fraternity is pledge master. I served as president as well last year.
So I first met Krittin, Boomer as we called him, my freshman year, first semester, and at the start I wasn't really that close to him. I just knew him as the kid who lived down the hall from me, and it wasn't really until I started rushing in the second semester of my freshman year that I really started getting close to him, because I just kind of realized after the first meeting, like, hey, this guy was on my floor. I know another person to just get close to, bond with throughout the rushing process for the fraternity.
To someone who did not know Krittin, I would describe him as, well, the first word that comes to my mind is warm. He was a really warm person. You know, he would always be the one to ask you how your day was. If you didn't look like you were happy, he'd ask why. He was that one person who was always there for you, despite whatever was going on. In his life, he would put another person first.
Boomer's personality, he was extremely outgoing. Everybody that he interacted with, he treated as a friend, regardless of if he had known them for 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years.
Krittin is one of the most interesting, unique people I've ever met in my entire life. Right off the bat, he was just one of the most loving, caring, kind people I've ever met.
So I actually heard the news when I was snowboarding. I got down from the slope and I was with my brother. And he was like, hey man, like, Krittin passed. And I didn't believe him at first. Similarly to everyone else, I was like, no he didn't. But he was like, yeah, like, it happened in Thailand. I got hit by a car and, you know. So for me it was really hard. Initially I didn't believe it at first. You know, I didn't want to believe it, I guess. So that took a lot of time for me to actually come to terms with that, but yeah.
So I was home, it was during winter break. I was at my friend's house, actually, and this friend from home has actually had the privilege of meeting Boomer. I've known Boomer for 3.5 years, and every time since I've known him, I've had friends from home come up to visit, and I've made a point that each one of them meets Boomer, because just that's how much of an impact and how special of a person he was in my life.
I was at home. It was over winter break previously, and I was in my bathroom, and Owen had called me. I was about to get in the shower, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just wait until after, but for some reason I picked up the call, and he had said to me, he had said Boomer was in an accident in Thailand, and I remember saying to him, like, is he okay? What happened? And he said, no, he passed away.
I was in my living room at home. I was getting ready to go actually to the mall with my friend over winter break, and I got a call, and I heard the news, and initially it didn't really hit me. I thought it was some sort of messed up joke.
If Boomer came by tomorrow, I would ask him what he wanted to do. He always had an idea, like always something. And whatever it was, I would just do it with him, just be happy to be with him. I'm really big into music, and we would talk about that a lot. I'd probably show him all the songs that I've heard over the past 2 months since he's passed that I think he would like, and we'd talk about it probably.
If Krittin were here tomorrow and I got to spend a day with him, I would just spend it probably playing video games. I mean, over quarantine, we spent so much time together. We were just locked up in the house together, played video games all day, every day, you know, kind of just did our own thing.
I think I'd first of all just be so over ecstatic just to be able to see him again. I think some of the things I would definitely do is we were big nature walk people. I like going out to this little spot down near, it's the FDR Memorial Reserve down by in Hyde Park. Go out there with him, just reminisce about life.
I would just be so happy to see him. You know, I just want to talk to him and just see how he's doing and just catch him up with my life. And just honestly, now that I haven't been with him, I would tell him how much he really means to me.
He really taught me to let go of fear. As I mentioned before, he did everything that he wanted. He didn't care about the repercussions. He didn't really care about what could happen. If he wanted to do it in that moment, he was doing it. And that's something that I've kind of tried to take and run with it since then. Don't really care about what people think. Like, who cares what people are going to say?
He left quite the legacy. He touched so many people. When the news first broke that he had passed, I had people reaching out to me that, like, I had no idea who they were. People from Florida reaching out to me. People from, like, his cousins from Thailand. And everybody here at Marist, the Marist community, the people that knew him, were so supportive of us and his legacy. Everyone knew him as that kid that was just always happy, always the guy that was, like I said, there to give you your 10 daily hugs. So it was, he definitely left a legacy of love, kindness, and happiness.
Krittin was just such a bubbly, warm ball of energy. I don't think there's a single person that he didn't go up to and just really care about. You could be having the worst day and he would just know it somehow. He just could say the right thing to anyone, just immediately change their day around, brighten them up. Something that I'm always going to take away from him and that I admire so much, even still, is that in whatever group setting we might have been in, he would just always make sure to include everybody. He just wanted everyone to be on the same wavelength as him, same vibe, and he just, as you've heard already, he just loved being in the moment and just making the most out of every little opportunity.
No matter what was going on in his life, he would always put other people first and show his warmth and just be there for them. And I think to some degree that's something everyone could work on, and to put their friends before them and to really just be that person that other people need.